Hi, this is Dr. Todd Rowe presenting tips on using the homeopathic remedy Tabacum. Before I start, I wanted to say that nothing in this material is meant to diagnose, cure, prescribe, or treat any illness. Please consult your homeopathic practitioner for treatment options. This is the plant Nicotiniana. Has broad leaves and beautiful pink flowers. The remedy is prepared from the tincture of the fresh leaves. The plant was discovered by Columbus when he came to the New World, and there's been a variety of provings over the years where we've explored the medicinal properties and homeopathy for this remedy. It's been used historically also as a palliative for bee stings and mosquito bites. You can apply the leaf right over the affected area. Also, it's been used herbally to treat headaches and nausea. And we have a lot of toxicology or poisoning information about this substance. It's also been used, smoked as a narcotic, and applied for cuts and bruises and bites. Most important active ingredient of this plant is nicotine, which is an alkaloid and a potent insecticide. This is perhaps the best known plant in the world and one of the most cultivated. Also, it's known for increasing saliva when it's chewed. This was Clarke who wrote this maybe in the 1890s. Douglas made an involuntary proving on himself when about 20. He was attending an evening writing class when a classmate gave him a bit of tobacco to chew, and he put it in his mouth. In a few minutes the bell rang, and he took a seat after first removing the tobacco. He soon began to feel dizzy and could not distinguish his copy. The letters danced all over the page. A cold perspiration broke on his forehead and extended all over his body. He felt a deathly nausea in his stomach. His hands trembled so that he could not even hold pen to paper. He felt so weak and faint he feared that he would fall out of his seat. His deskmate helped him out of the house into the cold air. So these are all classic symptoms of the remedy Tabacum. Later he became a smoker and said, "After an unusually vexatious day, when I am in that unpleasant condition of mind when it seems as though the slightest word would cause an outburst of passion, nothing else does me quite so much good as a smoke." So in terms of the mental and emotional symptoms of this remedy, there can be a fair amount of anxiety and restlessness and a great fear of death. And with the anxiety, there can be nausea and vomiting, cold sweats, shuddering, feeling of pressure on the chest, and the anxiety is predominantly felt in the stomach. Also, there can be timidity with this remedy and a lack of self-confidence, a fear of being alone, and claustrophobia. Historically, this remedy has been used to treat hypertension and palpitations when lying on the left side. It's also one of our main remedies for motion sickness. It's been used to treat nausea of pregnancy and seasickness, which is better from fresh air. Any condition where there's a lot of nausea and excess salivation, you can consider this remedy. Also, there can be spasms and twitching and jerking with Tabacum. It's an important headache remedy associated with a lot of nausea, and the nausea typically comes on before the pain, as in some migraines. There can be neuralgias of the face, and the headaches typically increase with the rising of the sun and decrease with its going down. A lot of dizziness with this remedy, worse on rising or looking upward, and better with open air and better with vomiting. And again, a lot of salivation and spitting. The nausea with Tabacum is quite severe. People can describe it as a deathly nausea. Also, again, one of our main remedies for nausea and vomiting of pregnancy when there's a lot of salivation. They're better with fresh air, better uncovering, and there can be a desire or an aversion to tobacco. Also, vinegar can be helpful, or sour apples, vinegar is said to be an antidote to tobacco. There can be a lot of disorder to the stomach and diarrhea alternating with constipation and a tendency towards cold perspiration that covers the whole body. You can compare this remedy to Opium pipaverum, or the poppy plant, also to Arsenicum album, or white arsenic, the plant camphora, camphor tree, Cocculus indica, or Indian nettle, ipecac, nux vomica, or poison nut, and Veratrum album, or white hellebore. This is a quick little case. My practice. It was a 45-year-old woman who loved to go on annual cruises to the Caribbean. Every time she went, she developed seasickness when the weather got even mildly choppy. The symptoms are severe nausea and vomiting and better fresh air. There's an empty, all-gone sensation in the abdomen that accompanies. She's tried multiple conventional seasickness medications without benefit. The symptoms are much worse when she smokes, and during that time she cannot smoke or be near smokers. Usually she smokes 1 pack per day. So she was given Tabacum 30C, and 1 dose completely resolved her symptoms, and she was fine even with rough seas. And she's used it ever since, and she's had repeated trips to the Caribbean, and it's worked effectively. She forgot it one time, and she had horrible seasickness once again. You can order this remedy at orders@amchof.org. If you're interested in learning more about acute care and first aid, we have an Introduction to Homeopathy online program. It's 40 hours, and you can learn more about that at acutecare@amchof.org. We offer a variety of self-help programs, which are 4 to 6 hours in length, and address the homeopathic treatment of various conditions. And you can learn more about these at www.selfhelphomeopathy.com. Also, you can just visit our website for more information at www.amchof.org. Thank you very much.